30 seconds to Facebook.
So
Facebook
Instagram, Facebook is now with us. We're all together, one big happy family. Welcome to the coronavirus party on social media, people.
Yeah.
Like we just told Instagram, if you're joining us on Facebook, let us know in the comments where you're from, what you teach. Tell us all about yourself because these are your new friends that you're going to have for the foreseeable future, people.
Let's go.
Who knows? They might become your future besties.
So I can see.
You just never know. We are going to be reading your questions, comments on Instagram. What is really cool
and
is
watching
that
the baby
and watching
he
the baby. He
cries
just
himself to sleep.
He's not crying. This is a lie.
He's singing himself to sleep. He's funny.
He loves to sing. But on Instagram, you can press the question box and you can put a question there for us. So make sure you use that feature because that's easier for us to track than if you're putting it in the comments. We cannot keep up with that and Facebook and all the things going on. So if you have a question for us, put it in the little feature, the bottom box that has a question mark. You can put it there. So we do have slides, Instagram, Facebook. You're going to have slides in just a second. If you're on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see those. That is impossible. We've tried to figure it out. But we're working with limited technology. Right? Everybody's working with limited everything.
We can't go get anything.
So it's just pictures of companies that we're going to talk about. Not really companies, but websites and things like that. So you can write it down.
Follow along with us.
Go look at it on Facebook later, whatever. If you want to head to Facebook now and you'd rather join from that platform, that's fine too. We just want to let you know we're going to be telling you, describing everything, but it's going to be there for you too. So
so if this is your first time tuning in, we just want to have some fun. Talk about what's going on with us and then see what you guys are up to and share and just provide a community while sharing some resources that may be helpful.
So we said, let's have some fun and put your emoji that describes you in the comments below because right now, I think that I was telling Instagram before Facebook joined us that today was my first hard day. Like, today was a hard day for me.
Yeah, she scared me a few times.
He will also tell you that I hit him with the broom and all kinds of lies. So if you're joining us for the first time, that's a lie.
See that mark?
That is a lie.
That mark's from
and
her.
The lie detector said that was a lie.
I'm just kidding.
But today really was the first hard day for me. I started off on a good note. Like we went for a run this morning. We had some plans for some things
that run too.
Coming up that we were going to share with you tonight. That's really exciting. But it was a hard day. So I think the important thing right now and into the next couple of weeks is just to be honest with your emotions. Don't try to bottle things up and don't feel like you have to put on a perfect persona for people because that's just not reality in any of our worlds. And one of my ways that I cope the best is just to let it out. That's healthy, and so don't feel like you have to put on this perfect face for everybody.
And then, I mean, for me, I anticipate the breakdown, but then you also have to anticipate others' breakdowns too, and know exactly like where people are coming from. And I mean, at the end of the day, people who are stuck with you inside your house, you're going to be stuck with them for a long time.
Yeah.
But hopefully they're your family and you love them. So
we know.
always
you don't always
think
have to like
of that.
Them, though. You know,
always think that in the forefront of your mind that, hey, we're humans too, so we all go through things.
Sometimes men are worse than children. Like today when Wade pulled everything out of the garage to clean it out, which was a great gesture, and I appreciated that so much. I was
trying to help.
But then it literally pouring buckets from the sky, and everything in our garage is now soaked. So you have to pray through those moments, you know? But tonight, we just want to hang out with you guys, have some fun, chit-chat with y'all because we're all stuck inside. We all have cabin fever. It is getting real. The first couple of days is all fun and games until it really becomes a reality.
That's right.
And you really want some ice cream from the store, but you're not going to go out and get any.
Nope.
Or you realize, dang it, I really should have gotten that last hair appointment in before the coronavirus because now this is going to get worse and worse and worse by the week. So that's fun. So we just want to hang out with you guys. Y'all feel free to interact as much as you want in the comments below. This is your time, people. This is your time to interact with other adults and human beings. But we're also going to share tonight, our focus is going to be resources and activities for teachers and for parents because we know we have some parents joining us, and so we're excited about that. But just resources to kind of get you through these next couple of weeks, and we're going to just keep speaking it into existence that it's going to be the next couple of weeks. And so we have some fun things.
Let's go ahead and get it rolling.
Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of fun first because we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about the coronavirus because nobody wants to hear any more than they're already hearing on the news. We just have some fun, and so Instagram, you're just going to follow along with this. We're going to tell you what they say. We just have some fun memes. And so the first one says, God, if you're listening, help. Like, help.
so many different reasons why we need that. So
that is every parent in America right now. It's also it's really every human being. So we titled this episode "Help Me."
Help
and
me.
it's MEH, help me, because Lord knows we need some help. So these are just some fun things that we found on the internet. It says, been homeschooling a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Teachers deserve $1 billion a year. Or a week.
I hope everybody in
Teachers.
America remembers this.
Teachers!
After all of this is over, because it's just a storm. When we come out of the storm, we're going to pull all of these things back up
They're
and say,
seeing it, guys.
you want to pay us more. And
That
you know
is-
why. You know why.
Exactly why. Screenshot all the things.
Keep those
folks.
receipts.
Keep
them.
the records, because we're
Keep
going to
them.
need these as we get back into it. We will gladly accept $1 billion. You know, we do not do what we do for the money at all. But we'll take $1 billion. You know what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about?
Let's go.
So that was one of my favorites. I'm sure y'all have seen it too. But one of my friends posted this, and I
That's a
don't
good
know
one.
where the source of this stuff is. But anyways, it says parents everywhere are about to experience the teacher joys of indoor recess because it's raining. On this rainy day, may the Force and Magic School Bus be with you. So,
I'm ready for them to experience a rain day and a full moon.
That's
I cannot wait.
Parents,
I wish
this is-
I wish
I've
this
got
was
some
around
for
Halloween
you too,
too.
parents. I've got some for you too. We're not. This is us uniting together. We are just, you know, there's just some joy in this craziness, guys. Teachers, maybe the Lord, He did not like create this to happen, but one of the silver linings is that everybody's going to give teachers the appreciation. Literally, this could be a good thing, guys. That's why I said. That's always said. Keep your receipts. Keep your receipts, people. This one's hilarious. Not so much for the teachers, but for parents. All these kids been learning Common Core math, about to learn to carry the one from their new homeschool teachers. Oh man. But it's funny, teachers. It's funny because y'all know that's how y'all learn to do it too. And so we're all like,
Carry
why
the
can't
one.
we just
Well,
carry the one?
What does the one represent? So what is the value of that one? It's not
crying.
really a one. So that's a teacher problem. Teacher joke. Maverick is.
He is some kind of angry right now.
Hey, we give him 5 more minutes now. I'll go check
He
him.
might be on this episode. You know, it's life. This is life in the
be.
coronavirus
He
world.
might be.
People mad about having to watch their kids for 2 weeks. You gonna learn that teacher wasn't lying.
Ah! Yep, that's your kid.
I'm
That's
just
yours.
thinking that parent-teacher conferences are going to be so different after this corona. I'm just feeling it in my soul, y'all. I'm just feeling it in my soul. I'm just letting you know. I'm feeling it. Oh, gosh. This one's hilarious. If you're not on Facebook, I'm going to tell you what it is. But Facebook people, this is the best thing ever. So a mom on Facebook posted pictures of her first day at Corona Academy. She literally named her house Corona Academy. And she has her kids taking pictures of the first day. They have their first day signs at Corona Academy, which is epic. And then her sign on her desk, her table, says, Miss Mama, teacher, principal, nurse, PE coach, counselor, everything.
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 A-N-G.
This is just the best. I mean, you have to find joy in this, guys. You have to find joy, and it's hilarious, the things that people are posting. And then I saw this on Adam Vico's.
Yeah,
I do
Adam
know where this came from.
DeVico's. Yeah, that's
this is
funny.
hysterical. Go to Adam DeVico's Instagram. You can see it there. But it says, ready for my drive-through observation. And literally on the mailbox is the standards that they're teaching. So the people
The
can go in their
objectives and
house.
standards.
It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Yeah.
The world is seeing what education is and what is happening
funny.
in
It's
classrooms.
funny it says drive-through
so
observation.
Good.
Oh.
It is so good. So there's our silver lining for the day for you guys. We're gonna do that when we have these episodes because we just gotta have some fun.
Gotta have some fun.
You gotta laugh at
What's
this.
going on?
And sometimes
And
we're
it's-
gonna cry, and that's okay
it's
too.
great that people understand where we're coming from. Like now they experience it. Now they get it.
You know, so it's a good thing. It's
That's
a good
what you
thing.
get.
So anyways, those are just our little fun meme jokes or whatever, just that we've been laughing at all day. They just make me, I'll be
Yeah.
looking at my phone and wait, like, what are you laughing at? And it's just all the memes because they're hilarious. They're hilarious. So real, but so hilarious too. So tonight we are going to spend just a little bit of time giving you resources. We have a ton of really great resources for you. We're going to talk about the challenge of students not having internet access. Parents have got some fun things for you. I'm going to share some things that I'm even going to be doing with Maverick because people have even asked, like, what are you guys doing to stay sane with a 10-month-old? If you haven't joined us before, we have a 10-month-old son.
Yep.
And so we've got all the things for you guys tonight. So we're going to go ahead and hop to it. So
So the first thing we're going to talk about are
this is the number one question we've got.
number one question that we've gotten, and just to try to help you guys out, and you can spread the word for others as well. So these companies we know have cut costs for internet. And then some are also starting to provide free internet for students as well. So AT&T, Charter, Cox Communications, and then Comcast for sure are offering cut cost programs, but then also free programs. So if you are doing online teaching, if you want to reach out to your kids, or you know somebody in the community or whatnot who doesn't have that access, let them know.
Also, if you're in these comments, remember this is a community. So if you know something we don't know, absolutely chime in there.
Share it.
We saw Nicholas Ferroni today. He was on the Today Show this morning, and he was sharing a lot of great information. And then
Michelle, Pocket Full of Primary. She had some great resources too.
We're a huge community right now, trying to support each other. So the more knowledge we can get out there, please do that.
Yeah, we're just gathering things from as many places as we possibly could to give you realistic things, because we didn't want this. We feel like the problem is, the good thing is there's so many things out there. The problem is there's so many things out there, and it's like, where I just don't even want to deal with this. I don't want to sort through it. It's too much. And so we wanted to limit things tonight and just give you realistic things that you could use. But we realized that internet is an issue for a lot of teachers trying to get resources to their students. But I wanted to share a really cool method, because, we got to find ways to make it work. And so we know that most of our parents have cell phones for the most part. I know there are some that do not, and some that you might not be able to get a hold of and get in contact with. We understand that. But this one's for my teachers out there. Our good friend Katie, she is, her handle's down there in the bottom, Adventures of Miss Smith. She uses the Remind app with her students, and I love what
Remind
she's doing.
App is great. Oh my gosh,
that's a great way to keep in contact and communicate, and it's free. And my mom's probably on here watching somewhere. Mama Pam, she watches all the episodes, but they use it with their cross country team. And I'm not saying anything about you, Mama Pam. She is so up to speed on things with technology.
She on Delta.
But Delta, she always makes. She always keeps in. She knows when flights are. She knows if she has to make a selection for something. She does it all.
She's on it.
But they use the Remind app for their cross-country team. So I'm just saying, if they can do it, y'all can do it too. But I love what Katie's doing, because, and you can go to her Instagram and check these out. She is just making little things that she sends home every day, and it's an at-home challenge. And it's very simple things that kids can do with things that are, and objects and items that are already in the house. So she always has a language arts challenge, a math challenge, and then something thinking outside the box or creating something, which I think is just genius. She sends it through the Remind app, and so her parents only have to have that one thing, but it's all interactive activities. And so I love that. I think that's genius. Katie, that's amazing. I had to share it. So
at Adventures of Miss Smith _
Yeah, so even if you're a parent, you can go to her Instagram, and she posts something new every single day. And so there are a lot of challenges that you could do with your kids at home too, if you don't have things or resources or materials from your teachers.
And again, like we said earlier, keep it simple.
Yes. And again, in the comments, I'm seeing Class Dojo. Wade has talked about.
So we use Schoology as well, but that's a program our school pays for. So
yeah.
A lot of schools actually use it.
So those are kind of just the online suggestions or tips that we have for teachers. But now we're going to get into a couple of resources that's good for teachers, good for parents, good for anybody out there who is like, how do I keep these kids busy?
So what do we do? So what are we going to do?
For the next, who knows how long. So we're going to talk about academics first. He's really not wanting to go to sleep tonight.
Well, he's stopping and then he's starting. If he was just...
He knows he wants to come party with y'all.
If he just kept going, I would go up there, but he's winding down. Sorry, we're talking about our...
Seesaw, Class Tag, some
Seesaw.
good ones in.
See, look, there.
Yes.
Also in South Carolina, Spectrum, if you live in South Carolina, Spectrum for Internet, they're offering some price cuts too. I just saw from Aaron Wood. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get into this.
I'll let Wade share his first couple.
Yeah, so I love teaching about current events, social studies, and then integrating those ELA strategies with whatever content I'm learning. Great resource is Dogo News. This is actually what I'm using with my current students. So you can log in. It's free, and so you can assign different reading passages dealing with all types of current events. It's pretty similar to News ELA, but it's more Common Core based. And they also have some Dogo News video games that the students can play. But it's a really great resource to talk about science, pop culture, politics, history, all of these different types of current events. But then you can also select what grade level you would like to, whatever grade. It's not really grade level specific on ability. It's more grade level of what they're interested in.
The next one this is one that Michelle from Pocket Full of Primary recommended this morning as well. But Khan Academy.
I don't know why no one thought about this.
It is literally the best resource for parents when you don't know how to teach something specific, and you're like, for teachers too. I mean, we've watched it many of times. Like, we're like, what?
When I had to teach 8th grade physics, I was like, let me figure this out.
Right? Ain't nobody trying to remember 5th and 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade math. Like, no. So they have tutorials. They have things that you can show your kids, things that you can do. Guys, we're going to all be so smart after all this is over, because we're all going to have to learn 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade math again.
I mean, the more you teach, the smarter you get, right? And so now parents are going to understand. But yeah, it's a great resource for parents, for sure.
People hate me for saying that. I'm sorry, guys. Please do not send me hate DMs. Just saying, though, all the parents, if you haven't done 5th grade math in a while, it's rough. So anyways, that is a great just resource for you. This is another one that Wade loves.
So our school's actually using this right now too. Travel Leisure. So Travel Leisure, they're offering free virtual museum tours. And so this would be a great history or social studies component. But from all over the world, these museums are offering free virtual tours and activities with the students. So you can go to travelleisure.com and it's all right there. So, I mean, everything is there. It's really cool. It's like you're right there. It's Night at the Museum all over again. But it's really cool.
Turn
really
the lights
great
out,
activities.
get a flashlight, make it so fun, people. Set the stage to engage parents. Come on, you got it in you.
Well, and this site is a great example of, hey, if you're a parent and you're exhausted, give them this assignment. They can get on it with an iPad, with a computer, pull it up on the TV. They can go to town and they'll at least be entertained and learning something for 15 minutes.
It's screen time while learning. Yeah.
Right.
So those are our like academic things, but we want to talk about some other things tonight that we think are really, really important, that a lot of people are becoming so overwhelmed with the standards, with the academics, with how do I teach 5th grade math? How do I learn this all over again? Really, guys, it's really not about your parents and teachers. We know this too. Parents we're not trying to ask parents to fill our shoes. Right. That's not their job. No. But we want kids being active, being stimulated, being engaged, participating in life events. There's so many things that can happen during this time. You know, I talked about it on my Instagram this morning, before we kind of get into some of these things. Time is always a gift. In whatever form it comes in, I don't care how it comes and how it's packaged up and how it's boxed up. And right now the packaging is not pretty. It is the worst wrapped gift ever. But time is always a gift. And so I think that we're neglecting seeing the time that we have with kids. As educators, we're always like, they're pushing so many standards on us. We can't even teach these, kids important things, thinking skills, critical thinking, creativity. We have the time now. Like, we have the time and the opportunity when they're at home to be able to do these things. And so I think it is so much beyond the academic standards at this point that we are neglecting to show parents and to help parents recognize. Parents are too busy like, what standard is this? What standard is this? How do I teach this standard? We're missing the point. We're missing the point that we are getting an opportunity to spend time with our families, time with kids, teach them things that they are never going to learn in school and they're not going to be able to learn in school. And so I think that's what we need to focus on, and that's what we want to focus on tonight. We hope that there's parents tuning in, tag parents, let them know that this is out there, because we just want to bring it back to the basics, which is, I think, what this time should be about 100%. And so the first thing we want to talk about is the simplicity of reading. You know, we become so bogged down in everyday life that we forget just how critical and important reading is. Reading needs to be modeled. So as a parent at home, teachers, we know this, but modeling reading, having a time where literally your entire family sits down and everybody reads. It's not, I know mamas, I know we have to cook, I know we have to clean. I feel like I'm cleaning 24/7 right now, but the amount that can speak to a child without actually saying anything, to see you sitting down and reading. And not only that, how long has it been since you've read something? We're all so busy. We're all going through this world so quickly. This time is precious. Like, this is a gift that we get to use. And so a couple of resources for that is Novel Effect. You guys, if you have not heard, if you've been following us, you should know about Novel Effect. If you have not heard about Novel Effect, it is going to rock your world. And you can't go to the movies, but we're about to bring books to life, which is how it should be. We're bringing books and putting them back on like the spotlight. Is he finally asleep?
Yes.
Praise Jesus. We've survived. We made it, guys.
He went to sleep about 5 minutes ago.
But Novel Effect, parents, teachers, for your own kids, download this app. Yep. You will have a lot of these books in your house. It has, you will set it up with your voice. It's like Alexa.
Alexa.
And as you read, it gives sound effects and music in the background of your books. Like, it is so good, y'all.
Yep.
Get in a tent with your kids and read.
I don't know how many people, like my friends I send this to, and half of them download it and then half of them don't. And I'm like, I want to shake them and be like, you don't know what you're missing. You've got to figure this out. And so definitely suggest this.
This is a time to go somewhere different every day with your kids and read in your house. I mean, we have to be creative, guys, but I think, again, we are forgetting that this does not have to be anything difficult. Make a fort. Read with your kids in the fort. Get flashlights. And, something I'm going to talk about in just a second, but if you're like, yeah, my kids aren't into that, that's a problem. That's a big problem of this world, is that kids are so into, technology and futuristic things, and that is not a problem. But let's get back to the basics. Like, let's step back to where the beauty of creativity and imagination lies that we've missed for so long. So read somewhere new in your house every day. If you have a park that, again, social distancing is huge, like we're staying at home, obviously, but go read at the park. But we do have a little video to show you Novel Effect. So we're just going to show that to you now. If you're on Instagram, you don't get to see it. We're going to chit chat with you while it's going on Facebook for a second.
Yes.
So here comes
Novel Effect synchronizes theme music, sound effects, characters' voices, as you, the parent or the teacher, read the book aloud to your kids.
So you just need the app on your phone, tap the book that you're going to read, and then you set your device aside and you open up that physical print book.
There's no precedent for this. It's a voice-driven audio experience. It's about capturing that child's attention and having them look at you like a hero.
House because he is like family. We're telling Instagram that Chase is here helping us with this because he's like family. We know he doesn't go anywhere. We told him if he goes anywhere, he can't come to our house anymore. So that's how that works. But that is Novel Effect. If you're on Facebook, you just saw it. It's an incredible resource. Again, find somewhere new to read with your kids every single day.
Just talking about reading, I mean, it's important. You don't necessarily have to read books that you think the kids need to hear. Share books that you enjoy, comic books, whatever it is. I mean, it has to be fun for you just like it does as students. So, I mean, that's my 2 cents.
The next thing is, it is called Storytime from Space. So if you're on Instagram, you can just look that up, Storytime from Space. It is so, y'all, you can literally, there are videos of astronauts reading to kids. Like, they're reading from outer space. They're literally like floating and reading the book at the same time. It is so cool. So if you have any kids that are really interested in outer space, or they want to be an astronaut when they grow up or something like that, that is a really cool resource to check out. So make reading different every day. You don't always have to be the one reading to them. Make it different every day. And it's about having a conversation. Please, 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 please do not just have your kids sit down and say, all right, read for 15 minutes. Make it a family effort. It is one of the biggest things, parents, that you can do for your kids while they're at home. Read, talk to them about what they read, ask them questions about what they read, have a conversation about it, look up more information, get them interested in things. This is the time that we can really spend doing that.
Yeah, and throughout the day, even bring it up. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a great conversational piece, just like you would a movie. I mean, make connections throughout the day with whatever you're reading with your student, with your students, with your kids.
So something fun. This is an announcement. Big announcement. We are trying so hard, y'all. We are thinking every day with our team, with people that we collaborate with, how we can provide things for you guys to make life easier, because we do understand that life goes on. It's not just like, okay, parents can think school 24/7. There's a lot on parents' minds right now. And we're not even going to get into the depths of it, because it's a hard place that parents are at mentally right now, with job security, with so many things. And so academics are important, yes, but parents have so many other things to think about. So we are trying to make it as effortless for you as possible. So Amelia Capitosta, one of our amazing friends, she is a reading genius, if you will. She's amazing. Magician, yes. She has put together a team of us, and so there are 8 of us: myself, Amelia, Chris, Kara Carroll, Abby Mullins, Lanisha Tab, Amy Lemons, and we are going to be bringing...
Wade.
Wade.
Hello.
Yes, we are going to be bringing you a literacy lesson every single day starting next week. And so each day you'll see a different one of us. And so you can send this out to your parents. Parents, if you're on here, you can use this as a resource. But we are going to be reading one of our favorite read alouds, and we're going to be doing a comprehension style lesson for kids, doing some vocabularies, practicing skills. So that is coming at you starting on Monday of next week. So if you're a teacher in here, share it out with your kids, with your parents, with your families. That is a resource for them. Or if you're a parent in here, that's a resource for you. We're going to try to make it a diverse age group and age level. That's the beauty of reading, is that it can really capture a lot of students at one time. And so that is coming to you next week. So those are a couple of reading activities that you can do with your kids. Just make it simple. It's literally just about reading every single day, and for longer than just the 15, 20, 30 minutes. Really build up that stamina with kids. See how long they can read.
And going back to just being there for your kids, I mean, it's about reading, but it's about having, like Hope said, those conversations and keeping those conversations going. Students or kids, I would say students, goodness gracious, they're kids. Your kids are at home looking to talk to you and to listen to you. And so do the same with them, but use that book as a tool to open up different types of conversations throughout the day.
Yeah. And a reminder, if you're on Instagram, you can leave us questions with the little question box in the bottom, and we're going to get to those. All right, so that is just the simplicity of reading. The next thing that we want to talk about is the art of play. Again, with this whole theme of let's get back to the basics. Let's go back to these skills and things that kids need that maybe the academic standards are rushing them through and not quite covering. There is so much research to show that kids in classrooms, especially in younger classrooms, are missing the art and the aspect of just play, and how much they can learn through play every single day. Being creative, thinking abstractly, designing, creating, all of those STEM and engineering skills that we talk about, that comes through play. And so these are the things that so many people say, we just don't have time, we can't do it in the classroom. This is what they can be doing at home. That's not just a packet of worksheets. And so I know you've seen some things out there with people saying that a packet of worksheets is not the answer. We understand that teachers are sending you the best resources that they have with a short amount of time possible.
Right.
So that does not say anything about the teacher. Teachers are doing the best that they can, just like parents are doing the best that they can. But even though they might have a packet of worksheets to complete, and there's value behind those things, allowing kids to be creative and be stimulated in other ways besides, all right, sit down for an hour, do these worksheets, and you can go play in your room.
Yeah.
We've really got to think and give kids opportunities to explore different things in our house. So a couple of things that we are going to be doing with Maverick, and some things that are good for younger kids, but older kids as well. And again, this is where I feel like a lot of people are going to say, yeah, that sounds great. My kids would do that for 5 minutes. Again, that's a problem. That is a problem, that kids cannot sit for extended periods of time and think creatively and design and just imagine things. Their imaginations are getting lost in the world of technology and in this fast-moving thing that we call standards, that we're missing out on so many important developmental things with students and with kids. And I think this can really be the time that we can take it back to that. And so one thing that we're going to do with Maverick is create something called Mood Sand. And so this is great for younger kids and really allowing them to design and create. But this is made with flour. You have to research this, but you have to bake the flour at 350 if you or kids are going to eat this. And
just
so
look up Mood Sand.
Yes, but for kids like Maverick, you want to make sure you bake the flour because we don't have any other diseases going around in the house or any other sicknesses. But that and coconut oil, and you mix it to a consistency that they can mold it, shape it. And so the picture that we have on Facebook, it even has Mood Sand with like googly eyes and pipe cleaners, and they can create creatures and make imaginary stories. This could be a great writing activity even for older kids. Design a land, design or create, another world, another dimension with different characters and settings, and write a story about it. This allows them to get their hands on things, allows them to imagine things, allows them to write and be creative in their writing styles. These are the things that we should be encouraging parents to do.
Fun activities
that will, again, even if kids they're only interested in it for 5 minutes, it's like reading stamina. We've got to build imagination stamina back with our kids again. Give them an opportunity to practice this style of thinking that I think just gets neglected so much in our world right now. So that's a fun activity. Here's some more. These are from Mother Could, and if you go to Mother Could on Facebook, you can sign up for her newsletter. She sends you an entire packet.
Mother Could, C-O-U-L-D.
C-O-U-L-D, Mother Could. Yes. And she gives you an entire resource of things that you can create with home resources. So she has like taste safe blocks for younger kids, fizzy blocks, ice paints where she's used food coloring, and she creates popsicles that the kids paint with those outside. This is good stuff, y'all.
I would eat it. I would lick the paper.
Again, things that kids might not be able to do in school. Teachers don't have the time to do it in school. Wade and I talk so much about student engagement, and when our kids are at home, engagement is such an important and critical part. And if we're able to develop that imagination, that creativity, that critical thinking skill, it doesn't matter if you teach the academic standards.
It's okay.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna learn.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna learn.
And that's from an educator. If you are giving them
Do
these
as much
critical
as you
thinking
can,
skills and you're letting them think abstractly, think in new ways, and develop their thought process, they're going to be fine in school.
And they're hands-on.
They're going to be fine.
I mean,
They really
it
are.
works.
So what does creative play? Again, we are going to do some more different sessions focusing on some of these things for you guys.
I think you forgot one thing in there for me,
did
though. Did you talk about is Tinker in here at all?
Oh, no, you didn't. I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
All right,
Sorry,
so
I missed that one.
you can transition to the next one, though.
Okay.
But as you're transitioning, another great website is tinker.com. They are offering free resources for coding, for all of these different types of technology components, but it's free. I think there's like 9 different ones that your kids can learn how to code, learn how to encrypt, learn how to do all these things
amazing.
with robots and all, and just that whole concept. So
Yeah.
it's called tinker.com.
Cool.
Great resource.
Okay, so we're talking about creative play with younger kids, and a lot of those things are younger kids' activities. Let the older kids help the younger kids. There's so many different ways that we can go about that. I'm an adult and I love to paint and create, so those types of activities would be up my alley, and I'm an adult. But what does creative play look like for older kids? This comes in the form of what teachers and educators call passion projects. And this actually came out with a study through Google where they allowed their employees to work on something they were passionate about that wasn't necessarily job related every day for a certain amount of time. And the productivity of those individuals like skyrocketed.
And they could use whatever resources Google has at their company, at their organization, which is great. And we can do the same. And we have all these different resources inside of our house.
Yeah, so we want to talk about passion projects, allowing your students to find their interest, explore different things, find out what they're interested in, because again, that's going to benefit them when they go back into the classroom, when they're trying to find books. Oh, I found out over this coronavirus break that I'm really interested in this, and now I'm going to read about it. And we're really developing excitement to want to learn more if we tap into their passions all the time, as much as possible. So a couple of different resources that can help kids explore different things. This is mind-blowing. I don't even know if y'all are ready. But this is okay, and Chase has a video for this. But I think Jana posted this today, Chris posted this today. Disney has partnered with Khan Academy folks together. And they have created something called Imagineering in a Box. I went and looked at this module today. So it's set up like a module. There's videos. There's activities to go with it. It's insane. It's insane. I think I'm going to do it as an adult. And it is so cool for kids. And so Chase has a video about it. He's going to show it to you. We're going to explain it on Instagram. But if you're on Facebook, you can check out this video. He's going to play it for you right now. If you are on Instagram, we're making this work, guys.
Walt Disney said Disneyland would never be complete as long as there's imagination left in the world.
And when you think about Disney parks and all the attractions and characters there, someone has to design and build it all.
And that takes a ton of artists and engineers working closely together. We call these people Imagineers.
In Disney's Imagineering in a Box, we're gonna go behind the scenes with the artists and engineers and see how they design and build the worlds, attractions, and characters for Disney parks.
We've created a series of exercises that will guide you through the design process of a land of your own.
We've created a digital character that you can animate.
We've created a ride simulator to help you figure out the timing and layout of your attraction.
With Disney's Imagineering in a Box, you'll learn all about the Imagineering process.
And you'll get to Imagineer a theme park experience of your very own.
Hello.
That is Imagineering in a Box, Khan Academy,
I bet
Disney.
I bet these Facebook people are like, what do y'all do
secret.
on the Instagram when
Instagram
they're
world.
watching the videos?
We're
We
not
do all
always going to
types of
have videos.
things.
This is just, we wanted to show you guys the resources, so
Yeah.
don't get too excited, people. We ain't getting this fancy all the
No,
time.
this is too structured and fancy for what
Wade didn't
I
like
wanted
this.
to. I don't like it structured as much.
But we wanted to give you
But
guys
it's really
resources.
good.
We knew that this
it
is something that
helps.
you asked for.
Yeah. So as she you can
Okay,
transition
go
to
ahead.
this next one. But as Hope's transitioning to, oh man, this is so cool. I'll be so into this. Just remember, circling back, everything that we're talking about is about those life skills and having a family and being a parent, but also having those conversations. If your kids are passionate about whatever they're discovering
You
and
be
they're
passionate
researching,
about it.
you've got to pretend like you're super excited about it too.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, ask them questions about it. Who knows? One kid may come up with some great passion project that changes the world or their community when we come out of the storm. So use this as a conversational tool just like reading the books.
Yeah, I saw something that says with times of challenge comes creativity, and there's all these things that are always developed. That could be your kid. And I'm going to give you a little secret, parents. As teachers, it's one of the most important things roles that we play, and it's this: when you're teaching every day, you act like it's the best thing, the most exciting thing that you've ever taught in your life. Parents, this is now your responsibility. I know it's hard, and I know this is something totally new for you, but you've got to act like it's the best day. It's the most exciting thing that you have to show them, the most exciting thing that they're going to do today.
You're pumped up about it.
Otherwise, it's just going to be
as long as you ask them questions, they're going to think that you're really excited about it. So ask them questions.
Be excited.
Just ask them.
This is time to tap into your kids, to learn more about them, to deepen your relationship with them.
Yep.
Don't look at this as, oh, here we go, I'm not a good teacher, I don't know how. That might be true. It's called fake it till you make it. Am I right, teachers? Every day in our classrooms, we don't always know everything. We don't always have the right resource. It's called fake it till you make it, my friends.
But if you keep doing that, you're not faking anymore. You're really doing it. So there's no such thing as fake it till you make it. I hate that phrase, fake it till you make it.
Be excited about this opportunity.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just go out there and do it and pretend like you're doing it and you're doing it.
You have an opportunity with your kids. Be excited about that, or they're going to think my mom or dad doesn't want to teach me. They're not interested. Be interested. Buy into this. Again, time is a gift.
Just like you were so excited when I cleaned out the garage today.
That's a lie. That was a disaster. I appreciated the gesture. All right, let's keep moving. Here we go.
Yeah.
The next one is, y'all, Cassie Stevens is one of my favorite people ever. She presented at Get Your Teach On this last year, and she's just the coolest human being on the face of the planet. If you haven't seen her TikTok videos, I don't even know what to say to you. She's so good. I didn't want TikTok until I saw Cassie Stevens, and I still don't. Instagram has a bad
but
connection.
Facebook.
Okay,
there we go. You're back. Okay.
Cassie Stevens, her TikTok videos I don't watch TikTok for any other reason than her, but she is teaching art classes every day on her Facebook page. Wade and I are going to participate.
Happy little trees.
I've always wanted to be a kid in her art class. This is what I'm saying, y'all. This is so cool.
Cassie, can you do a superhero tomorrow? If you're watching, Cassie, can we do a superhero next week or tomorrow?
Kids are getting to do the coolest things at home, y'all. They really, really are.
That's awesome.
Her art class is every day, worth it if you're not doing it.
She's a genius. We were talking about her when we were on our walk with Mav this afternoon. I was just like, man, if I were a kid, I'd be begging to do that every day. She had the kids create robots, incredible robots today out of a cereal box. Parents, if you're not doing Cassie's art classes, wake up. It's time, people. Cassie Stevens on Facebook. Or TikTok.
So many zoos are doing this, but I saw it specifically on Cincinnati's zoo page every day at 3 o'clock p.m. EDT.
I have not approved Cincinnati Zoo yet, Hope King.
Wade is very particular about his zoo, so we'll have to come back to you this one. But anyways, they are doing a behind the scenes with animals every single day. So if your kid is particularly interested in animals, life science type of skills, they want to be a zoologist, or they're really interested in marine biology or whatever it may be, checking out these things every day is a great way to learn. Again, that might be something that sparks interest. Do a research project on that. Write about what you learned, tying in those literacy skills. Research more information about this animal.
Do a passion project on whether dolphins should be in aquariums or not.
Ooh. If your kids are
debate.
5th grade or above, Blackfish.
Well, haven't watched Blackfish.
Have them write it down. Blackfish. It's an incredible documentary, and then you can have a conversation, a debate between your kids, whether or not.
Need to show them both viewpoints, though.
SeaWorld,
the benefit of
aquariums
having dolphins
are
there
okay.
and then against them.
It's good. It's good stuff. That's a good life skill, just to make them aware of what's happening in their world, and that they need to be more aware of what's going on around them.
And then you could tag me, and we can have a conversation about that for a really long time.
If you're an adult and you're like, I don't even know why I'm in this broadcast right now, I'm not a teacher or a parent, watch Blackfish. That's your takeaway tonight. Steve Spangler.
Oh, a buddy of ours. There you go.
We love Steve. Talk about energy. This man is on fire. He is going to be at our National Get Your Teach On conference this summer. Do you hear what I said? He is going to be at our Get Your Teach On conference this summer.
And he prefaced, you better have great insurance.
That's what he said.
So who knows what he's going to do?
He's got great science resources for your little scientists in your house.
Really good stuff.
Allowing them to go through and learn the steps of the scientific method, actually using the steps of the scientific method.
You should post your song on scientific method on the YouTube.
Should I post my song? Let me know if I should
on the
post
Instagram,
because
people
if I should
follow us
post
on
my
YouTube.
song, I'll post it. It's a great scientific method song. You could use it to go with Steve Spangler's science experiments, but he has really simple ones that you can use, household items at home.
You're pushing me out of the frame again.
I'm sorry. It's
She's
called a crack
passionate.
in the couch, and that's where it is. So I
there
just
is?
lean into the crack of the couch. There's really
crack.
great science resources. So many fun things that you can do with his resources online. So Steve Spangler's a really great resource for you. So those are some fun passion project type of things. But again, if your kid's interested in music, there's so many things online they can research and learn how to play an instrument. we don't want to look back on this time and say, wow, that was a waste of life. Life is too precious to waste. And we need to teach our kids that it's too precious to waste. And so we're going to make the most of the time that we have. Like I said, even if it's in an ugly box, we are going to appreciate that gift. Yep. We're going to act like it was the best gift we've ever received, and we are going to make the most of it. So
yeah, I think something that's really cool too that kind of just reinforces everything. As teachers, we talk about integration all the time. Mm-hmm. And so let's just say your kid is really passionate about a topic. Well, they're researching that topic. So what do they have to do? They have to read about that topic. Well, guess what you can do? You can find other things to complement what they're researching about. And you can read those things out loud too. Reading doesn't have to look like a book all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so if you've hung around this long, we've got just 2 more quick things to share with you, I'm pretty sure. This is another really big, really exciting announcement. Another resource that we are providing for you guys. Oh, it's his first wake up of the night. Why does my child wake up twice? Twice. Every night. You'll probably hear him. He cries for like 2 minutes and goes back to sleep. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Okay, so this is a really big, really exciting announcement. Like I said, if you stuck around this long, it's good, guys. So the next thing that we want to talk about is purposeful movement every single day in your household. Not just telling kids, yes, it's important for kids to go outside and play. Hey, kids, go outside and play. Be creative. Use sticks in the dirt, whatever. Wade will tell you that's what he did as a kid. But purposeful movement. Focus on healthy habits, healthy lifestyle. If you can hear him, I promise. It's a
fine.
Nightly routine.
It happens, and then he stops.
It does.
5 minutes.
But anyways, so many of you know that we, along with Stacey Irving Jr., created something called ClassFit, where we were giving teachers resources to give the kids purposeful movements every single day in the classroom. Well, let us know if you're ready in the comments.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for about I don't even know. I'm so excited. I don't know what to say.
Okay, here we go. ClassFit is now coming to you live every single day at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook page. That is right, friends. Every single day, there's going to be a workout for you and your kids. For your kids, really. We want you to join in, though, because it's important for them to see parents doing it. But it's also for you if you need a break, like for 20-ish minutes to go get something done in the house, in the kitchen, while your kids get a little workout in, get some energy out. This is for you, too.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Stacey's going to be there every single day. Guiding with the warm-up and intro, all of those things. But then we are going to have weekly episodes where it's going to be specific.
We have special guests.
With special guests. Some will include jazzercise.
There's going to be dancing and
martial arts.
We've got all types of things. We're trying to tap into a lot of different interests so your kids can say, oh, I really like this. I want to learn more about this, or I want to maybe sign up for these classes after all of this is over.
So we got 5 weeks planned for you.
Yes. So far, we're going to keep going.
We're going to keep going.
Yoga, stretching.
It's going to be amazing. So it's going to lump in right after we do our ELA thing.
Yeah. So if you're on Facebook, here's a video to check out what ClassFit is all about. Instagram, we're going to give you some behind-the-scenes secrets. All right. What's up, everybody? Hope and Wade King here with our good friend Stacey Irvin, here to bring you a brand new series called ClassFit.
Hope and I are very adamant about incorporating fitness in our everyday life, but also in the classroom. And so we couldn't think of a better person to help us along this journey and share this initiative than Stacey Irvin Jr.
We are so excited about providing you with resources that's going to bring motion and movement directly to your classroom while helping your students develop an understanding and also develop a hunger for exercise and keeping those bodies healthy every single day.
Exercise is important. Keeping that fitness is extremely important so you can move freely, you can have high energy, and you can live your best life.
Are you ready to get ClassFit? So if you're joining us back on Facebook, that was a look at ClassFlow. We were giving Instagram ClassFit. Sorry. ClassFlow is a resource, though. It is a resource.
Yeah, it is.
But we were telling Instagram some behind-the-scenes secrets, and so...
Hi, my name's Wade.
We were saying...
I'm in the camera now.
Okay.
And I'm speaking.
We were saying that that we were going to have Julia. She is going to teach a different style of dance every single day, 1 week. Our girl Lanisha is going to be doing Zumba.
Be some Zumba.
But these teachers are working really hard on this, and they're stepping outside of their comfort zone. So please, 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 Stacey's working hard on this. Help us spread the word.
We just thought about this. We were thinking about it yesterday, but we hit Stacey up today.
Yes.
He jumped on a phone call, made time to think about it, figure this out, and so everyone everyone's just working together in this community of just loving kids and giving parents a break, you a break. I mean, it'll be a good solid 20 minutes of fitness and just gonna have
purposeful
brain
movement.
going. Yeah, just moving, get that
brain
blood
break.
flowing.
It actually happens right after literacy like our literacy live. So you'll have a
It's like a
literacy
real class.
lesson. Yep, for your kids for 30 minutes, and then it's gonna be class fit.
It's like
for
we're teaching America.
for a brain break. So there you go,
Welcome
parents.
to the
Tell your
Teaching
parents
America
it's like an hour
class
every
fit.
day. What?
Class. I said flit. You said flow.
We're
I
all
said,
struggling.
I'm looking at the baby.
It's the cabin fever, guys. It's really hitting us hard. So anyways, that is coming Monday, along with the literacy live as well. So then the final thing we want to share with you, again, we've been talking about it all night.
I do need to teach the NSYNC dance. Okay, it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen. Maybe Friday. It's either cooking show Friday
Thanks,
or dance on
Chelsea.
Friday. I got you, Chelsea.
Thanks,
I got
Chelsea.
you. Grant
Okay.
Reeves can join me.
The final thing that we want to share with you guys before we let you go tonight, and again, this is going to be we're not going to be giving resources every live. We're going to be doing some cooking shows with Wade. We're trying to talk Amy and Jared into joining us Friday night for a fun Q&A session.
My hips hurt.
So this is just tonight because we know this is something that was really needed for parents and for teachers. But the final thing we want to share with you is the game of life, essential life skills. And so I have this quote, and I hope that it doesn't offend anybody. I don't think that it will. It's not really a quote, but it's something that I thought about today, and it's this. Don't become so worried about filling the shoes of a teacher that you forget about being a parent. Mm-hmm. That is so important. Parents are the best teachers. Don't put so much stress on yourself as a parent that you have to be this perfect teacher. You have to fill the shoes of this teacher. No. We're all doing our best in this type of situation. And there are so many things that you can teach your kids that us teachers can never teach them. Mm-hmm. Trust me. Wade and I talk about this a lot in our book, The Wild Card. And while The Wild Card is written for educators, it can be valuable for parents as well. We talk about using your go-to thing, whatever your passion is, whether it's cooking, whether it's refurbishing, is that a thing? Refurbishing, recreating, redesigning cars, putting them back together.
Fixing them.
Thank you. Fixing cars. Whether it's doing, yard work and you're doing landscaping outside, or you're an artist,
Cleaning
or
the
you're
garage.
a crafter. Quit with the cleaning the garage.
Cleaning the garage.
I'm gonna be like Regina George. Is never gonna happen. It's like trying to make fetch
I love
happen.
you.
Thank you. Okay, so, but whatever your go-to thing is, whatever your talent is, teach that to your kids. Teach them how to bake. Teach them how to do laundry. Teach them how to change a tire. All of these skills that kids, we're going to call this the game of life. If they learn nothing else in the coronavirus than the game of life, we're going to have kids that are prepared for the stinking world.
Yeah.
Things that standards alone can never teach them. And parents, I know we say through the week we don't have time. We don't have time. They go to school.
You got
they come
time
home,
now.
They take a bath. We do
stuck in
homework.
this
They go to
house.
bed. There is no excuse, parents. There is no excuse not to be educating our kids on life skills that they need for the future. We tell our teachers all the time, academics are only going to get kids so far. They're never going to wear their report card around their neck. While grades are important, and yes, we understand the value of it.
I hope they don't.
It is not as critical as life skills. How are they going to use those academics in the real world? So, do not forget these things, parents. Do not forget the simple life lessons that you can teach kids every day that are so valuable. And so one thing that we're going to do, our third and final thing that we're going to share tonight.
Y'all, we are doing a lot.
That we are going to make available to you guys. So we've got the Literacy Lives with Amelia and a whole crew of people.
Easy,
We've
1 o'clock.
got Class Fit at
1:30.
1:30. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to call it the Wild Card Con online for kids.
Wild Card Con.
Online for kids. And we are going to do a whole breakdown. We're going to be reading the book, The Wild Card Kids, which breaks down 5 essential life skills.
We're gonna go
making
over
eye contact,
instructions.
accepting failure learning from your mistakes. Get up and go. What? Okay, get up and go for it. Thank you, Chase. We're going to be doing it with Novel Effect, yes. But
Why
5
wouldn't we?
essential
That's
life
amazing.
skills. We're going to be giving your kids ways to practice these at home, ways to implement them in your house. It's going to be a focus of the week. We're going to do some journaling activities with them. A lot of people have asked us, can you come into our classrooms and teach these to our kids? Can you do? And this is our opportunity.
We're going to
And
come into
so
your house.
We're going to come into your house and teach kids. You can wear costumes, folks. You can do whatever you want. Live your best life. I mean, this is
I wear a suit and tie every day, like I'm at school.
We'll do whatever it takes. But that is going to be the third and final thing that we are going to be able to hopefully offer you guys to make this transitional time a little bit easier and to give our kids the best learning opportunities and experiences possible. Yes. So we're going to be teaching them some important life skills that you've already taught them, but sometimes it's just good to hear from other people.
Reinforce it.
Yeah. So to sum things up for tonight, I know we hit you with a lot of information. Instagram, this is only going to be live for 24 hours. You can always catch it on Facebook. We're also going to try to make a page maybe with all of our lives somehow to bookmark everything so it's simple to find. But number one, parents at home, number one, read and talk to your kids every day. We're going to break this down and make this as simple as possible for you. Read and talk to your kids every day. As I mentioned, read in a different spot around your house. Make a fort, make a tent, hang lights. I don't care. Get your kids excited about reading.
Advice, if you don't know how to talk to your kids, just ask them questions. Just ask them questions about what they're doing and what they're excited about.
You are going to get better with practice.
Yep.
Give yourself some grace. Have confidence. Go in and do the thing. You're going to get better as you go. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing it. You'd rather do something small than do nothing at all. It's what I tell teachers all the time. Number two, the art of play and passion projects. Let your kids create, design, imagine things.
Draw.
And if they start out and they can only focus on it for 5 minutes, work on building that stamina. How do you build stamina? Opportunity. Opportunity to have play. Opportunity to develop passion. There has to be opportunity. Number three, life skills. Don't forget, these go well beyond the academic standards in our classrooms. Teachers place it as a priority. We place it as a priority as parents. Life skills. Teach your kids those things that they can't learn from anybody else but you. Yep. Number four, purposeful movement. Class fit's coming at you. Get those kids moving every single day. Today, I was having a rough morning. Didn't want to get out. Went for a run, turned my whole day around. Having a bad afternoon, went for a walk, turned my whole day around. And I'm not exaggerating. Get your kids and get them moving. And so we're going to give you resources for that.
And then
finally, academics. And I put academics last because honestly, if you're doing those first four things, your kids are going to gain so much benefit from that and grow so much in their thought process. They're going to be fine when they go back to school. They're going to be fine.
And they have to be in that right mindset. They have to want to do the academics sometimes. I mean, if they have those packets of worksheets, you got to make sure that they're excited about
100%.
it.
And that's why we said things like Khan Academy, and we showed you some resources for that. But take the pressure off of yourself, parents, seriously.
Yeah, so I guess this is my favorite part, right? Is this my favorite part?
What's your part? No, we got to answer a couple questions.
No, I want to do that at the end.
No, Chase said no.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to answer a couple of questions, and then you get to do your favorite part.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
What platform did Wade use with his class the other day?
Yeah, so the platform that I used was Schoology. Is something that our school does to communicate with our students and parents. A lot of schools use that. So if you don't have that, I highly suggest Zoom. Zoom kind of does the same features. You won't be able to really submit things with that or assignments, but you definitely can still have that FaceTime and that consistency that the kids need. And it's free right now. Zoom is free.
The Ottomans were semi-salvaged. Y'all can go watch my stories about that one. Oh, boy, that was a day. Will the reading lessons be posted? Yes, they will. We're working on a landing page where we're going to link to whoever is doing that day's lesson, whether it's on their blog or their YouTube or wherever they choose to post it. So that way you can access everything, and we will definitely announce that.
Someone was asking about like the time of all these things. We're going to make a graphic and we'll post it.
We'll send out a schedule.
Yeah, we'll send out a schedule on Facebook. We'll also send out a schedule on... What do you need, Chase? What you doing there, buddy?
He's writing this a note. What?
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, that is resources on Get Your Teach On. Yep, that's where we have posted a lot of digital resources. Yep. So there's that. How did we meet? Okay, y'all are going to have to keep coming back and watching because we're going to do things about how we met. We're going to do some personal stories. Tonight was just about resources for parents because we know that that's something that they desperately need and they were asking for. So y'all just got to keep coming back.
Keep coming back.
We're going to hang Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, folks. Are y'all gonna hang with us? Come on, this is your new group of friends. Like I said, for the foreseeable future.
The person said I've been considering leaving teaching, but this is putting everything in perspective.
Well, we hope so.
Let's go.
We hope so.
You
got a whole crew of people here with you. Let's see. Tips to survive hard admin expectations during all of this. Everybody is doing the best that you can. Do the best that you can, and give yourself grace, and take the pressure off yourself. Even if they're giving you hard expectations, do the best that you can and take the pressure off yourself.
This question is probably my favorite from Brandon. Okay. Brandon Fleming. He's asking, can I come quarantine with y'all? Question mark. Well, Brandon, we know that you don't have
everywhere.
any. No, he don't have any friends, and so he's probably alone.
He does
typing
have friends.
He don't have no friends. He's typing
but
his book.
But he is writing a book right now.
He's writing his book, and he's probably all alone. So if you've been alone this whole time, and you know Hope knows when you lying.
I do. It's true. Great ways to stay connected as a couple and with God during this time. We are going to talk about ways that we're keeping our mind in check. all of those things, but that is going to be another episode. So like I said, every night's going to be something new, something different.
Clean the garage out. It
Sometimes
means a lot.
we're just going to hang with y'all and answer questions and act like we have friends in our house, and we should maybe play some board games. I don't know. We can play Monopoly while y'all play Monopoly. Because this is it. Like I said, this is
Or
this is
video
your crew of
games.
people.
Nintendo 64.
But if you know parents that need this resource, or you know teachers, please share this out.
Yeah.
It will be so helpful in us getting the word out about all the things like the literacy lessons that everybody's working so hard to do, the class fit. You know, this isn't just, we're behind it, but we have so many people. Chase is literally working so hard on this stuff behind the scenes to get it on websites, get it out there for you guys, get the resources organized. So just know that there are so many people in your corner. We're supporting you guys. We're trying to make things available as quickly as possible. We're trying to be here for y'all, like y'all are here for us right now, because y'all don't realize that we look so forward to these lives.
I do.
Because we feel like we have friends
I know.
that are here with us. And so, yes. So, and we know. We've seen, I even saw like 5 questions about Wade's cooking show. It's coming. We're going to have cooking time with Wade. That's going to be a good one.
I got to get some chicken wings.
That's going to be a good one, guys.
I got to get some chicken wings.
But anyways, we've kept y'all almost an hour tonight.
Yeah.
So we know y'all actually do have things that y'all have to do with
know.
your real life still, even though we're all locked in the house. But just a word before we go. And before Wade gets to do his favorite thing, because he's chosen something that he wants to do. So I'm going to give you my word for tonight. As I was running today, I posted this on my Instagram, but in case you haven't seen it, a really big thought came to me, and it was this, that while we might be prisoners to our home, we're not prisoners to our circumstances.
Come on.
And so remember that as you head into tomorrow. Number 1, every day is a new day. Don't let what happened today, because we're going to have bad days. We're all going to have bad days. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. Don't act like you're exempt, because it's not, then you're going to have probably the most. But we're going to have bad days. But every day is a new day. Every day is a new day, a new opportunity, more time granted, more time given. You're not a prisoner to your circumstances. So get out, move, do what makes you happy, play music, dance in your kitchen, cook, bake, whatever it is. You've got to do things to take care of yourself. And remember, you're not prisoner to your circumstances. So I've enjoyed hanging out with y'all tonight. And we'll be back on Friday.
Yeah, I just need to bring Hayward around wherever we
That's
go,
true.
because he
so
just
good.
amens, and
He brings the word all the time.
I know.
He's so good.
Golly.
All right, so Wade King, what you got for the people tonight?
We are going to end tonight with a music video. Welcome to the Church of Hope and Wade. That's a great segue into what's going to happen now. So in just a second, we're going to play a worship song from the current church that we go to. We attend here in Atlanta, Passion City, but it's called Waymaker. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It just talks about how God, He makes a way in whatever circumstances we are in. And he's a miracle worker. And so sometimes we just need to be reminded of that with what's going on in our lives, not necessarily in a quarantine scenario, but every single day, just to know that he was there, he's here now, and he will be here with us in the future. So we're going to play that video for you guys and leave you with that. You can stay in here, comment while it's going.
We will see you guys on Friday.
You won't leave.
Share it with your teacher friends. Share it with your parent friends. Let's hang. Let's build an amazing community that we can have from here until forever.
All right, Waymaker.
All right. Bye, guys.